Hey everyone by my kitchen. Today, we are diving deep into the heart of Southern comfort food to make one of the most decadent, delicious, and downright messy desserts you'll ever have the pleasure of eating. The legendary Mississippi mud cake. If you're a chocolate lover, you are in for an absolute treat. This cake is rich, it's gooey, it's got layers of texture, and it's pure indulgence. We're talking about a dense, fudgy chocolate cake base, a layer of melted, pillowy marshmallows, and a warm, buttery chocolate frosting poured right over the top. It's the kind of dessert that makes you close your eyes and just savor the moment. So, if you're ready to get your hands a little dirty and create a masterpiece, stick around. Let's get baking. First things first, let's gather our ingredients for the cake base. You'll need 1 cup of unsalted butter, a half cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of granulated sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, a half cup of buttermilk, and 1 teaspoon each of baking soda and vanilla extract. The combination of buttermilk and baking soda will give our cake a beautiful, tender crumb that perfectly complements its richness. For the topping, you'll need a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows. And for that glorious frosting, we'll use a half cup of unsalted butter, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a 1/3 cup of buttermilk, a full pound of powdered sugar, yes, a full pound. Trust me on this 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and about a cup of toasted pecans or walnuts, chopped. The nuts are optional, but they add a fantastic crunch. All right, let's start with the cake. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Grab a 9 by 13-inch baking pan and grease and flour it really well. You don't want any of this chocolatey goodness sticking. Now, in a medium saucepan over medium heat, we're going to melt our first cup of butter. Once it's melted, whisk in the half cup of cocoa powder until it's smooth and glossy. Then, add 1 cup of water, bring it to a gentle boil. And then immediately remove it from the heat. We just want to get everything combined and warm. In a separate large bowl, we'll mix our dry ingredients. Whisk together the 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and the half teaspoon of salt. This ensures everything is evenly distributed. Now, pour that warm chocolate mixture from the saucepan into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Use a whisk or a hand mixer on low speed to combine them until they're just incorporated. Don't overmix it. A few lumps are perfectly fine at this stage. We're building a tender cake, and overmixing develops gluten, which we don't want. Next, in a smaller bowl, let's prepare our wet ingredients. Whisk together the 2 large eggs, the half cup of buttermilk, the teaspoon of baking soda, and the teaspoon of vanilla extract. Make sure the baking soda is fully dissolved into the buttermilk mixture. Now, pour this buttermilk mixture into your main batter. Gently fold everything together until it's just combined. Again, the key here is not to overmix. The batter will be relatively thin, and that's exactly what we're looking for. It's what gives the mud cake its classic texture. Now it's time to pour that beautiful, silky batter into your prepared 9 by 13-inch pan. Spread it out evenly with a spatula. Pop it into your preheated oven and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. You'll know it's done when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out with moist crumbs, not wet batter. It shouldn't be completely clean because this is a fudgy cake. Once it's baked, take it out of the oven, and here comes the fun part. Immediately sprinkle the entire bag of mini marshmallows evenly over the top of the hot cake. Don't be shy. Get them all on there, right to the edges. Then, return the pan to the oven for just 2 to 3 more minutes. We're not trying to toast the marshmallows, just melt them into a soft, gooey, beautiful layer. keep a close eye on them because they can puff up and brown very quickly. While the marshmallows are melting, we can whip up our incredible frosting. In the same sauce we used before the dishes melts a half of meat. Once it's melted, whisk in the 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and the 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Stir until it's smooth, then remove it from the heat. Now, transfer this mixture to a large bowl. It's time for the powdered sugar. Add the entire pound of powdered sugar to the bowl. Yes, it seems like a lot, but this frosting is meant to be thick and sweet. Start mixing on low speed with a hand mixer, or by hand with a whisk if you're feeling strong, until the sugar is incorporated. It will be very thick at first. Then, add the teaspoon of vanilla extract and, if you're using them, the chopped toasted nuts. Mix until everything is well combined. The frosting should be thick, but pourable. If it seems a little too thick, you can add another splash of buttermilk, just a teaspoon at a time, until it reaches the right consistency. If it's too thin, add a bit more powdered sugar. You want it to be a spreadable, luscious frosting that will ooze into all the nooks and crannies of those melted marshmallows. Now, for the grand finale. Take your cake out of the oven. You should have a beautiful, puffy, melted layer of marshmallows on top. While both the cake and the frosting are still warm, pour that amazing chocolate pecan frosting all over the marshmallows. Use an offset spatula to gently spread it out, encouraging it to meld with the marshmallow layer. The heat from the cake and the frosting will create this incredible fusion of chocolate, marshmallow, and cake that is the signature of a true Mississippi mud cake. And there you have it. The hardest part is now. You have to let it cool. I know, it's torture. But you need to let the cake cool for at least 30 minutes, or even an hour, before slicing into it. This allows the frosting to set up a bit and the flavors to meld together. When you're ready to serve, you can cut it into squares. It's incredibly rich, so a small square goes a long way. It's fantastic served as is, but if you want to go completely over the top, a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a dollop of whipped cream is absolute perfection. The cold creaminess cuts through the richness of the chocolate beautifully. This Mississippi mud cake is a guaranteed crowd pleaser, perfect for potlucks, family gatherings, or just a Tuesday night when you need a serious chocolate fix. It's messy, it's gooey, and it's one of the most satisfying desserts you will ever make. I hope you give this recipe a try and fall in love with it just like I have. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more delicious recipes. Happy baking!